Okay, welcome back. We're making some good progress here on the reading section of the TOEFL IBT exam in this TOEFL Excellence course. Now we're going to be talking about the negative information and detail questions. Now, you probably noticed by watching the official video that this particular question type is very similar to the factual information and detail questions. And that's true. They are. However, this one is a bit different, and that's why I think that this one deserves its own summary video. So, as far as what is needed for this particular question type, it's very much the same. Obviously, you're going to be needing skimming and scanning, those two skills. You're obviously going to be needing an intermediate level of English skills and vocabulary. That is true with every section of the TOEFL exam. The other thing is that you need to notice that it says not or except in the question stem. Well, that should be pretty easy because when you see them in the question stem, they will probably be in bold print, but they will definitely be capitalized. Another thing that you'll need is to understand negative meaning. That should be pretty simple for someone who is at the level of taking the TOEFL exam. It just means something which is not true. Also, you'll once again have to understand synonyms, probably not antonyms, but it's possible that they will try to trick you with one of the answer choices by using something which is an antonym. But you will definitely have to recognize synonyms and synonymous phrases to be able to locate the answers which are correct, which is true information, because the so-called correct answer for this question type will be the answers that are not true. So let's quickly go over this once again. Now, you'll have 0 to 3 negative information and detail questions per reading passage on the exam. That means by saying 0 to 3, that means that you might have a reading passage that doesn't have any negative information, or you could have 1 negative information and detail question per reading passage. It depends. You will definitely have at least 1 negative information and detail question on the entire exam. Exactly how many is, I would expect at least 2. I would expect 2 negative information and detail questions on the exam. You might have 3. It's not really that important. Just so that you understand that this is just another type of a factual information and detail question. We are just going to be looking for the answer which is not true. For example, the question stem will probably have something which sounds similar to this. According to the paragraph, or according to paragraph 2, or according to the reading passage, which is not true about whatever. Or it'll say, the author discusses all of the following except. Okay, so once again, you'll have 3 answers which is true information and 1 which is not. When they say which is not true, you'll have 3 answer choices, which is true information, and 1 which is not. So instead of looking for the correct answer, we're looking for the incorrect answer. And that's why we say to, comprehend negative meaning. So we're looking for the false answer, the one which is a false information. That is the correct answer for this one. So, just remember to not be fooled by answers that are factually correct, because those are not the ones that we're looking for in this particular question type. Let's take a look at some of the examples. Okay, so here, according to the paragraph, all of the following is true about Grant except. Now, you'll notice here that there really aren't any keywords here, because we know that the entire reading passage is about Grant. Now, maybe there's another person that they talk about, but really that's the only keyword in the entire question stem. So noticing the keywords in the question stem is not really as important as it was with the factual information and detail questions. So that is one way that they are very different. And in the official video, when they were showing the diagram on the screen, they were talking about keywords. Obviously, you need to look at keywords in the answer choices. But on the computer, or on the video, they showed all of the keywords highlighted for all of the answer choices. Now, they probably did not mean that you should find all the keywords and all the answer choices and then go to the text. I don't imagine that that's what they were implying that you should do. But if that's what you got from the video, then I would definitely say do not look for all of the keywords and all of the answer choices and then go to the text. The best way to handle this this particular question type is one by one, individually going through each question stem. There really isn't another way of handling this question type. It really has to do with the process of elimination. And what I mean by that is go to the first answer choice, find the keywords in the answer choice, find the keywords that match with that in the reading passage. If it's true information, that's not the answer. Move on to the next one. Find the keywords there, locate the location for that, read the sentence. If it's true information, then it's not the answer. Move on. If you find an answer where it's not true, well, that's the answer. Choose that answer and move on. Now, one of the things that you have to look out for is they will try to sort of reverse meaning, similar to like they did with the factual information and detail question. They'll use words or phrases which are very similar to what was in the text, but maybe it'll have some sort of difference in meaning. And that means if it is different in meaning, then that might actually be the actual answer, because we're looking for something which is the false answer. So really that's it. There's not much more to it. You identify that it's a negative information and detail question by seeing either the word except or the word not in the question stem. And then just go through one by one with the answer choices. If it's true information, that's not the answer. If it's false information, that is the correct answer. You choose the answer and move on. There's really no other tricks about it. There's no other real master skills like we've discussed in some of the other question types. It's really just about the process of elimination. So with this one, it might take a little bit longer to find the information. Just take a deep breath and go through one by one. Make sure that you rely on your vast knowledge and skills of identifying synonyms. And if you need to improve your vocabulary a little bit so that you have more knowledge of different synonyms, and then you can always go to the TOEFL vocabulary database. Remember, anytime you see the word vocabulary on the website or on any of the lessons, you click that. It takes you to the vocabulary database. You can also get there by clicking the vocabulary button at the top of the page. You can go through and find the words. We've discussed this in other videos. You click on whatever word that you don't know. It takes you to the pronunciation portal. If you click on the word in the pronunciation portal, it takes you to Wikipedia. Now, this word doesn't have synonyms. Let's find one that has synonyms. Okay, so we have bent. Let's hope this one has. Look. Okay, so here, this is one of the things I love about Wiktionary, is that it has so much information about each word, even the same word in different languages. But you see here, it's an adjective. They have synonyms. You can either click that and it takes you right down to it, or, just scroll down. You have the etymology, the adjectives, and then it says synonyms. Okay, great. So we have some synonyms there. So that's one way to improve your knowledge about different synonyms for this question type and just for your use on the full TOEFL exam. So just as a quick summary, you'll need to use your skimming and scanning skills. You need to have a good vocabulary. You have to identify that it says not or except. You have to comprehend that they're looking for the false answer, not the correct answer. And you're going to have to use synonyms to find the answer in the reading passage. So you look at the different answer choices. Let's go back to one more. You look at the different answer choices. You find the synonyms in the text to determine if it's true information. If it's true, it's not the answer. If it's false information, that is the answer. And then you just choose the answer and you move on. So that's all we need to know about this one. I'll see you in the next lesson.